it's mental issues there.
In some cases there are, yeah. Sometimes it's just a health issue.
Because California is now recognized them as a mental health issue.
As a protected class.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 years ago. 3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
A
Hoarder. Yep.
You can't.
That's why I got a lot of backlash when I put that post up. So I took it down if you saw
The roaches on the lady?
No, not that one, no.
Oh,
This is a real person, real house, and they're like, I can't believe you're using like a real situation. I'm like,
yeah.
sorry.
I didn't even think it was a real situation. I thought it was a joke.
It was a joke, but I used a real picture of a real person.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was funny, but yeah, I eventually took it down.
I got the joke.
You got it, yeah.
I throw up some of my own pictures.
I saw that. I know you're like, you think that one's bad? Look at this one. I know. See, and that was like this person was they commented on this. Said it was it was a shameful joke. She's a mental health professional, and I'm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like people like Gary and I that are in the industry. We understand that this is just everyday walk of life kind of thing. So what to look for in these vacant or beater properties? So signs in the window. You guys, this is key. This is going to help you out when you're driving around. So this house here had a sign. What the sign actually said was that this property had been secured by the mortgage company. You're going to see this a lot.
Found one.
You found one?
Yeah.
It's still in pre-foreclosure status. Those are gold mines. Because the lender has now entered the property unlawfully, by the way. They don't have the right to enter the property.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, they don't own the house. That's trespassing, dude.
By contract, don't they have the right to defend
I
or
think
to...
what their argument is that they're inspecting to see if it's abandoned to protect them.
To protect their assets. So they can get away, but you can put a sign out, no trespassing. And these guys, they fight tooth and nail. Well, you know this. You're going through this right now in one of your houses, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And I picked up one that was just like that. That's the reason that I saw it, is because it had those signs in the window.
bam, see, amen. Look at that, guys. So signs in the window. No mailbox. Look at this thing. Thrown over the fence and the gate is locked. This house is not getting any mail, guys. This is the non-mail receptacle house.
And also, look at all the leaves underneath the gate there.
Uh-huh.
You can tell.
It
by
hasn't
that
been
tile
opened.
that it's been
Exactly.
driving in and out.
Exactly right. Well, you know this house?
No, another house, we had the same thing.
Yeah. Multiple broken cars.
Hey.
Hey, and I tell you.
You can drive by and you can see like the spider webs from the tires and stuff like that, and that is like gold.
Yeah.
These are gold, guys. Everyone else drives by like, oh, look at that crappy house. Like, oh, cha-ching.
That's a major thing that I've been looking for recently is like leaves, like you can see here, leaves in the driveway
Yes.
and the overgrown grass.
Yep.
Signs that nobody's been driving in and out of those.
Pierre, when you hit the snow season in Reno, and you see money, you see all the houses that have been driveways have been shoveled, and you're like, whoa, what's going on with these houses? Money. Wheelchair ramps. Old people getting ready to die. You're not chasing ambulances here, but still, you're not chasing hearses. But you realize, okay, there's some health issues going on here. Maybe you can see here also. Look at the roof. Look at in the back. What is that? Blue tarp over what? Swamp cooler, air conditioner. Yep. So clearly there's some money issues here. Unable to afford. Roof damage.
Little.
Just one little spot.
This house is here in Yuba City.
Yeah. That's it, you see?
It's 2 blocks down from my daughter's ballet studio.
It's like the one in my set.
It looks like that right now.
Yeah. No, actually, the garage. This was taken almost 2 years ago. The garage now is tarp 2. Yeah. They've now expanded. I've mailed this guy. I've knocked on his door. I finally saw him. So get this. Just last night, we were on our way over here to set up this room and take my son to Wing Chun. And we took this way because we picked up my daughter from ballet to come this way. And for the first day in like a million years, the dude's outside in his yard. He's outside his car. I've seen this car. It's a white car. He's outside. The door's open. And he's talking to the neighbor across the street. I'm like, it's like, Christina, if I didn't have you right here in this car, and if these kids, if he didn't have to go to Wing Chun, I would be pulling over and chatting it up with this guy right now. I want this house, you know? So, another day.
Nice house.
I own this house. Yeah, I bought it because I saw this. So, this is crazy, guys. So,
The divorce one?
no, it was a probate one. I actually probated this house. Yeah, 2 sisters were living in it after mom and dad had died, and they couldn't afford it anymore. And we were actually going down to Visalia for a family trip. My wife wasn't quite ready yet. She was nursing the baby or something, I don't know. But I was driving around, and I saw this house. And I'm like, oh, it's a great house. Took a picture of it. Then went home and researched it. Pre-foreclosure. So I actually went and knocked on the door with my baby. No, I had Wilson at the time. So Wilson was walking around. She had a kitty cat or something like that. They didn't live there. I skipped traced them, found out where they lived, walked over there. And she goes, oh, you don't want that house. It's a bad house. I'm like, yeah, I was going to go to auction, though. She's like, yeah, it's just a bad house. And started talking to her. And anyway, the way the story went was that she didn't want it, didn't have anything. I'm like, well, you know, you're a natural heir to this property. There could be some kind of repercussions because you did abandon the property, and it could go into some kind of judicial judgment against you. She's like, what? Yeah, it could be a deficiency judgment on the property because you abandoned it and neglected it. All of a sudden she goes, hang on real quick. Goes back, gets the keys, goes, take a look at the house, come back tomorrow and let me know if you want it. Got the keys, went inside the house, saw it was just needed to be cleaned up, and got in the contract and probated it, took care of everything. So, yeah.
So the deficiency judgment, from what I researched, it's not, like in California is one of the states that they can't come after you for a deficiency judgment, but you're saying if it's abandoned and abused, then?
So California is a dual property state. So a deficiency judgment happens when it goes to judicial foreclosure.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yep. So they can do, so if the house is, and it has happened, we've seen that one guy over here,
Yeah.
$400,000 judicial judgment on a $250,000 house. Bank of America put the screws to this guy. Yeah, so it can happen, and we've seen it personally.
Yeah, you can make a decision as a lender to do either judicial or non-judicial. It's gonna have to do with, if there's a property really damaged, so you're gonna go judicial for a judgment, and then it's also gonna depend on the finance. Well, the person, can you recover that money in the future?
Yep.
And if it is someone you can recover from, you may wanna go judicial, because in the future you'll get that money back.
Yep.
If it's already non-judicial, can they switch over to judicial?
As long as it's not foreclosed completely.
Yeah, exactly. You can change it. They can do a notice of rescission and bam, slap you with it.
The reason I'm asking so many questions about it is because this is one of the things that's a motivation for the seller, for the homeowner, for the next of kin or whoever,
So
that they're going to be on the hook. So I want to be clear about that.
Yeah. Now you don't. What I say is like they can be. You never want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to put duress on the person because now you're putting yourself into some kind of liable situation where you're coercing them to sell to you, and you don't want that. You just want to say, look, there is a possibility because of neglect and abandonment that you could get a deficiency judgment. I don't know if that's what they will do, but there is a possibility, and that is true. You want to make sure that all your statements are truthful. So yeah. So you guys want to see a video walkthrough of driving for dollars? Even if you didn't, I'm going to show you anyway.
There's one house that I've been looking at,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if I told you this story before. This guy's house is boarded up. He's got red tags on it from the city. So I've been talking with this guy. I went and found him.
Yep.
This guy is like, I called Howard Hughes' brother. Because 2 times I've gone to see him, he's in a gray shirt and white chonies. And his house looks like that one with that dumpster in the back, or that container in the back.
Yeah.
The one he's living in now. But he's like, no, I'm not willing to sell. And we talked to him about, this, state, put some fees. Nope.
Nothing.
Nada.
Well, he's going to lose it. Code enforcement can reclaim that property.
I'm not giving up on this, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't at all either.
Because I
Is
think,
that County?
yeah.
That's good. I've heard Sac County will give you a 90% discount on the code.
Yeah, on the fees, they're definitely inflated for
Really?
sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
And
if I go up there, and I try to take the property, or help work with this man to get the property,
uh-huh.
I can reach out to the state or city.
Yep.
And they will work on that.
Oh, yeah. There's hard costs and soft costs. And the soft costs, they can definitely take 10%. is typically what I've seen. Here's the cool thing about Sac County. Sac County, you go on to the Sac County website, and it shows you all the code enforcement stuff. It tells you specifically what itemization needs to happen. So basically, they walk the property and tells you all the repairs it needs.
Yeah.
So they've done a lot of work for you.
I'll give you a list.
Yep.
I've seen that, and then I'm also working on trying to, I forget what
Yeah.
is request more information from the city on that property. Some payoff or whatever.
Cool. All right, guys.